Apple devices for just $4.99 a month. Voice plan, where you can use the power of Siri to access the full Apple Music catalog.
These new colors join white and space gray and will be available for just $99, starting in November.
All-new design inside and out with a force sensor for more control of your music and phone calls. To deliver the best sound quality, we designed a brand new low distortion driver created just for the new AirPods to provide powerful bass and crisp, clean high frequencies for you in real time. AirPods featuring spatial audio with dynamic head tracking, an all-new design. Start taking orders today, and they will be available next week. The next generation AirPods join the world's most popular family of headphones.
Separate pools of memory, so they have to copy data back and forth over a slower interface. And we did this by scaling up M1's groundbreaking architecture to create a far more powerful chip with M1 Pro. 200 gigabytes per second of memory bandwidth. It supports up to 32 gigabytes of unified memory. The M1 Pro die is built using the industry-leading 5nm process technology and features a massive 33.7 billion transistors. That's more than twice M1, starting with a 10-core CPU with 8 high-performance cores and 2 high-efficiency cores, delivering up to 70% faster CPU performance than M1. 16 GPU cores, 8 more than M1. These additional cores, along with increased memory bandwidth, give M1 Pro up to 2 times faster graphics performance than M1 that accelerates video processing while using very little power. Adding ProRes acceleration enables M1 Pro to play multiple streams of 4K and 8K ProRes video while using just a fraction of the power. With multiple displays and additional Thunderbolt controllers to deliver even more I/O bandwidth and so much more. M1 Pro takes the amazing performance of Apple Silicon to a whole new level. And doubles the memory interface once again. This delivers up to 400 gigabytes per second of memory bandwidth. Package support up to 64 gigabytes of unified memory. And its die has a staggering 57 billion transistors. That's 1.7 times M1 Pro and 3.5 times M1. M1 Max has the same powerful 10-core CPU complex of M1 Pro and doubles the GPU to a massive 32 cores, giving M1 Max up to 4 times faster GPU performance than M1. And it has an even more capable media engine with up to 2 times faster video encoding and 2 ProRes accelerators. 70% less power, faster. Capable chip we've ever built. Simply put,
advantage of the unified memory architecture in these new chips. So Pro apps can manipulate huge images or video streams and move them between the CPU and GPU with 0 copies for breathtaking performance. Over 3 times, 20 times faster. It's natively on Apple Silicon. We also have Rosetta 2. And you can run iPhone and iPad apps on Mac, opening a universal. All of our Pro apps are universal, 10 times faster. 10,000 units.
Whoa. And capable.
The all-new aluminum enclosure optimizes internal space for more performance and features. And it is precisely machined around an advanced thermal system. It can move 50% more air even at lower fan speeds, 0.8 millimeters thin and 4.7 pounds on the 16-inch model, and just 15.5 millimeters thin.
Keys replace the touch and an SD card slot, and there are 2 more Thunder. MagSafe 3 has a new design, connect to high-fidelity headphones,
and a 24% thinner border. We also expanded the display up and around the camera, making the top border 60% thinner. It has a 16.2-inch display in 7 million. That's the most ever in a Mac notebook. The 14-inch model has an expansive 14.2-inch active area and a total of 5.9 million pixels to bring ProMotion technology to the Mac. With refresh rates up to 120 Hz, Liquid Retina XDR display. The state-of-the-art backlight features thousands of mini LEDs arranged in individually controlled local dimming zones. This enables up to an astonishing 1,000 nits of sustained full-screen brightness, 1,600 nits of peak brightness, and a staggering 1 million to 1.
So we've doubled the resolution of the camera to 1080p and used a lens with a wider aperture that lets in more light. Together with a larger image sensor that has more efficient pixels, the camera delivers 2 times better low-light performance video quality. So you get sharper images and more natural-looking skin tones. First, we made our industry-leading studio-quality mics even better with an up to 60% 6-speaker sound system that features 2 tweeters and 4 force-canceling woofers. The tweeters are nearly 2 times larger, purifying the sound on mids and highs for a clear soundstage. The woofer diaphragms are also larger and have an increased range of motion, so they can now displace twice as much air. This allows them to deliver 80% more bass. It also means they go half an octave deeper, revealing a range of notes you previously couldn't hear. And we've brought this sensational 6-speaker sound system to the 14-inch Pro as well. Or watching a movie with Dolby Atmos, you get a theater-like experience with studio-quality mics that have an even higher signal-to-noise ratio and a spectacular 6-speaker sound system with spatial audio.
Has up to 2 times faster CPU performance than the previous generation with the Core i9. And M1 Max is up to 4 times faster. Learning, you'll get up to 5 times faster performance. So things 14-inch Pro has up to 3.7 times faster CPU performance. And M1 Max is up to an astonishing 13 times faster. And ML tasks are up to 11 times faster. To 64 gigabytes of unified, you can edit up to 30 streams of 4K ProRes video in Final Cut Pro, or up to 7 streams of 8K ProRes. A jaw-dropping 7.4 gigabytes per second of read speed, up to 17 hours of video playback, which is 7 additional hours. And the 16-inch model gets up to 21 hours of video playback, which is 10 additional hours, so it can charge up to 50% in just 30 minutes. And it is free of numerous harmful substances, manufactured using even more renewable energy, and meets Apple's high standards for energy efficiency.
We've created something wild. With a fire in its belly. This thing draws everything in, moving silently, night and day, into the deepest blacks and brightest lights. Its eye, razor sharp. Its sound, deafening. Pretty. Dangerous. So why would anyone give this beast more power? You'd have to be reckless. have we done? And more importantly, what will you do?
Couldn't be more excited about what this groundbreaking system can do. It allows pros to unleash their creativity, all for $19.99. And when you compare the new 16-inch Pro to the previous model, you also get a massive boost in performance and capabilities for $24.99. Both models are available in silver and space gray. You can order it today, and it'll be available next week.